Alright, so yeah, let's do an update video about what's going on with the bungalow. So the latest news is we're having a lot of trouble with the roof company getting them to come and finish off the job. Today's the 29th of May and they were booked to come and do the roof on the 28th of April. So that means they've had 1 month to complete the job, which was supposed to be a few days to complete. So they are very late. There's been a number of delays. They were late showing up. They never showed on the 28th. They came the Monday after that. There were some delays sourcing some of the metal. They didn't do that, and me and Penn had to run around doing that for them. Then the wrong hooks got delivered, and there were some delays waiting for these hooks to show up. And the hooks have been here for a few days now, and still no one showed. We were promised they would come Saturday to do it, and that's today, and they haven't shown up. I've been pretty patient up to this point, but I've really just lost it now. Once I snap kind of thing, and that's it. So we've been on the phone to them again this morning. Where are you? What's going on? No real answers forthcoming, and they're saying, oh, because there were delays on this job, now they've gone to another job and now they can't come back to our job. So anyway, so what we said to them basically is you've got 1 hour to get workers here this morning. If you're not here, we're going to give the job to our builder who's already here and he wants the job, so no problem. They've already put a few tiles up there. That's just to protect some of the render they were doing yesterday, just below those tiles there. Builder who's here can fit the tiles. It's not a big deal. It's the easiest part of the job, so I shouldn't imagine there'll be any problems. They all attach with these little metal hook things. I'll show you them, I guess. Look up there. Each tile's got a metal hook on it. So it's simple as that, really. You never know, maybe in the next hour they're going to show up, but I've got a feeling they're not, so we just can't wait anymore. If you imagine all the workers here, because it's raining so much at the moment, all the workers, they want to carry on with their job, but they can't without the roof. It rains all day, they can't work. If it rains a half day, they only get a half day's pay, and well, they need the money, so it's causing everyone a lot of trouble, really. I think we've given them a month, and that's long enough. I do understand the situation a little bit. The wrong hooks got delivered, you know, that was an accident. Accidents happen. There was a delay getting some of the metal. Sometimes there can be delays. I understand all that, but at that point, when there have been problems, you should then start to prioritize that job and, you know, be on the phone and turn up and make sure this job is done on time, and not just, oh well, it's already been delayed 2 weeks, what's another 2 weeks, that kind of thing. I think that's the wrong attitude and the wrong approach. So they started doing something like the final rendering here under these tiles. Gotta say, it's a good job. It's nice and smooth. I'm pretty impressed with that. So in the last few days, me and Penn have been busy as usual, running up and down to various home improvement stores and trying to choose various things like tiles and bathroom sinks, and we've actually done that now. We've chosen the bathroom sinks. They'll be delivered in a week or so, so that's all sorted out. So we've got the sinks, mirrors, toilets, showers. All that's left really is choose the tiles, and also the tiles for the rest of the house. We think we found the tiles we're going to use. They're going to be some like fake wood effect tiles. About 99% certain we're going to use these. I'll put up a picture of them so you can see them a little bit in the shop. And then we thought for the outside, maybe we're going to try and use some phony stone looking stuff. I think the roof's actually looking good. I know there's only a little bit up, but I like it. I do wish it was more of a deeper, proper purple, but I do like it like this, and it's kind of dark, and then when the sun hits it, it kind of goes really bright and shiny. So I wanted to choose a tile colour that was a little bit on the lighter side and, if possible, shiny and reflective, so it would bounce some of the heat away. It's a pretty big and controversial subject, so I won't go into it too much really, but you know, building a cool house in Thailand, my opinion on the subject is you need a big roof that's far away from you, nice shiny tiles, and I'm going to have 2 layers of insulation in the roof, so underneath the tiles there's going to be some shiny like aluminium foil, and then sitting above the ceiling inside the bungalow is also going to be like some thick padding foam, that sort of thing. See, from this side the roof all looks nice and shiny. Looks pretty good. I can't wait for that all to be up so I get the full effect. But yeah, as you can see, I've got my roof hanging over a long way on every side of the bungalow. So once that roof's up, basically the sun will never hit the brick walls of the bungalow. So we'll keep those brick walls nice and cool, keep the bungalow cool that way. So Penn's doing a bit of bookkeeping. Hopefully today she's going to add up how much the brick walls cost, and we'll get a figure for that, because I'd like to know. Dogs are all right. Dog is having a sleep. As is Bung Bung down there in the dirt. Just walking over here. So I'll tell you about the cats. The kitten that we had. So we were carting it around with us everywhere. Pen had to feed it every few hours, and well, it's the last thing we need at the moment with this bungalow building. And but then fortunately, our neighbour that lives over in there has got 3 kittens. So I mentioned before, there's lots of feral cats around here. They're all in the bushes having kittens and whatever. And so while those kittens showed up on our farm, they had 3 kittens show up on their farm over there at the same time, more or less. Apparently they showed up around their house going, you know, meow, meow, meow. So they took them in and started feeding them. When Pen found out about that, she asked them if they wouldn't mind taking care of our cat as well. So we thought that was the best thing to do. You know, our cat won't be lonely then. It can go and play with those other kittens while it's growing up a little bit. And so they're going to continue to feed them for the next couple of weeks or so until the cats are big enough to run around and find their own food. And then maybe one day that cat will come back here. Not sure, to be honest. And to be honest with you, not interested. Got too much on my plate. So that cat is now living in that house through the trees there. So the farm news is generally okay. The trees are generally all right. I'm carrying on with my digging work, getting some new holes dug out for some new trees. So sometimes the trees are actually not too bad, but they have a problem. Say like this one here, the trunk is splitting all down the bottom there. So therefore I don't really want to bet on that tree long term. It might have a problem, so we may as well start a new one in there just in case. So obviously where the trees are looking good, we leave them alone. Where the trees are looking like it might run into some trouble, we dig a hole next to them and put a second tree in there. So over here I've got quite a big mound of earth, so I've dug a hole either side. This tree's actually pretty nice. It's just a little bit small and not growing very much, so well, may as well put 2 in next to it. Have a race to see which one wins. The trees themselves don't cost that much money. It's the farm that costs money, and the watering system and the 4x4 truck you need to run around after the trees. That's what costs the money. So it does make sense to, once you've got the infrastructure, to get as many trees in there as possible to give yourself the best chance of getting one tree to maturity in each spot. Does that make sense? Nice blue skies. Could all cloud over in the afternoon. Start chucking it down, but hopefully not. Oh yeah, look what else. So the fence has started going up, and it actually looks much nicer than I thought it was going to look. So it's not all finished yet, but I'm pretty pleased. Thought it was going to be a real eyesore, but I think it kind of matches the farm actually. I'm quite happy with it so far. So that's a nice surprise. So let's get back to the subject of insulating your house and keeping it cool in Thailand. So no doubt about it, the best way to do it is obviously insulate as best you can and have air conditioners, and that will make your house the coolest possible house, coolest temperatures inside. Personally, I'm not really going down that route. I have put some extra thick walls in some places to offer a little bit of extra insulation if in the future I change my mind and I want to add double glazing and air cons and try and cool it down a bit. But at the moment my attitude is that it's a hot country, it's 30 degrees every day, you may as well just get used to it. Look, there's Pen over there having a chin wag with the builder. I wonder what they're talking about. Oh yeah, I want to say that I haven't been responding to the comments recently because Bung Bung chewed the power cord to my laptop. I can't really use my laptop at the moment. I do all the videos on my phone, but I sort of do a bit of management like comments and whatever on the laptop. So Bung Bung's sitting out here in the sun. He must have woken up from his sleep. He's got a bit of a cut on his eye there. You can see that, but he was running around like mad the other day and he clattered into all this metal that's left up there in the building site. Anyway, hopefully he'll learn to calm down a bit. He's woken up. We'll give them both some fried banana in a minute, I reckon. So yeah, I've got this big roof, it hangs over everywhere. The sun never hits the brick walls except in the afternoon. This back wall here gets a bit of sun. So about 3:30, 4 o'clock, the sun goes over there. The trees help a little, but yeah, a bit of sun hits this back wall. But I've put my hand in here and felt inside, and it doesn't heat up at all. It seems like no heat's transferring, so that's a good thing. But what's interesting is here is a 20 centimetre wall with a partial air gap. Here in the bathroom, just got a 10 centimetre wall. And here in the other bathroom, I've got a 15 centimetre wall. So yeah, all these back walls are all different. So I think in the future, on a nice sunny day, the sun will hit the back of this bungalow here, and then we can put a thermometer inside and measure each of the rooms, each of the walls, and see, yeah, does it make any difference having a thicker wall? And this is going to be a real world example, and it's going to be quite interesting.